recently saw a framework emerge that forces Claude Code as well as other agents into continuous autonomous development, where a project is iteratively improved until true completion. It includes built-in safeguards to prevent infinite loops, as well as excessive API usage. And this famous framework that I'm talking about is Ralph Loop. Ralph Loop has gotten a lot of attention recently, and it's inspired by the Simpsons character, which is called Ralph Wiggum. And this is because that character itself is persistently clueless, yet relentlessly continuing in any task. That perfectly reflects this technique itself. An AI coding loop that stubbornly keeps iterating on a topic, failing repeatedly, but never gives up until it finally succeeds. And the results are truly wild because in certain areas, Ralph Loop has been used to create an entire programming language after spending nearly 3 hours continuously working, iterating, fixing mistakes, and refining the design until the language was actually usable. However, there is one major underlying issue with Ralph Loop. It lacks a task tracker, something capable of orchestrating multiple AI coding agents across a structured task list. As complexity grows, you need visibility, coordination, and control. This is where a TUI, a terminal user interface, becomes essential. A tool like Ralph TUI provides real-time, at-glance visibility into the entire autonomous Ralph Loop process. On one side, you can see the task list, which it will showcase a live status update of your agents, and on the other, you'll get a live stream of the agent outputting code. This is where you have a dynamic TUI that shows all of these different processes so that you can control with your keyboard as well to pause, resume, quit, or even inspect history instantly. All of this runs in a lightweight terminal environment, which is perfect for developers who already live within the CLI. And what's even better is that Ralph TUI enables session persistence, meaning long-running tasks with autonomous workflows can survive crashes and resumes without losing state. Ralph TUI works with Claude Code as well as Open Code, giving you a lot of flexibility. AI has made writing code insanely fast, but it quietly made code review way worse. PRs are bigger, diffs are harder to read, and most AI code review tools either miss real issues or comment so much that you just stop paying attention. But there's a solution to this, and that is today's video sponsor, Cubic, an AI code reviewer that only comments when there's actually something worth fixing. And because of that, developers act on 60% of Cubic's comments. Most AI reviewers sit around 20% because they're noisy. Cubic reads your repo's context first, readmes, contributing guides, framework docs, so that it can understand your conversation before it reviews your PR. And when you ask Cubic to actually fix something, it doesn't just disappear into a black box. There's a live progress view where you can actually watch its background agents work in real time, seeing how it reasons as it fixes the issue. Cubic 2.0 was built from the ground up. It's 2 times faster with its reviews, 40% better signal, and incremental PR checks. You will also have PR descriptions that stay in sync as the PR evolves. So if you're using Claude, Cursor, or Copilot to write code, Cubic is how you trust what you're merging. Try it free at cubic.dev with the link in the description below. It's free for open source and it connects in about 2 minutes. It's super simple to get started. You're just going to need to make sure you have the prerequisites. You can use whatever agent you want, like I said. So have that obviously installed beforehand. And what you can then do is set this up using the JSON mode. Now, what you will need is bun it as well, and you can install this using bun. So simply go ahead and open up your terminal, and then you can go ahead and paste in the bun install command. After installing, what you'll need to do is set up your project. And what you can do is open up any project that you want to work with Ralph Loop in, or you can simply start off by creating a new project. After using the cd command to get inside your project directory, what you can then do is use the Ralph TUI setup command to set this directly up within that particular project directory. Now, you have a couple of things that you will need to figure out. First, this is the wizard to use the Ralph TUI, but the issue tracker that you would want to use is based off of these 3 options. I'm going to be using the JSON file tracker that tracks tasks in a local PRD JSON file. You can use the other ones as well, depending on your own preference. And then afterwards, you can just specify the number of which one you want to use. I am going to be using the first method. Then you can specify which AI agent you want to use. You can use Claude Code, like I said, or Open Code. I'm going to be using Claude Code. So I'm going to click 1. And then you can set the max iteration per run. So you can actually put up safeguards so that this Ralph loop doesn't just continuously work and burn through a lot of API tokens. So simply go ahead and set that. I'm going to leave this at 35 and click enter. Then you can also keep auto compete on as for task completion. And once you have that set, we can then use the create a PDR for your feature command. And this is where we can answer the AI's questions about the feature that we wanted to actually create. And we can basically start running Ralph with this PDR based off of what we're providing. Now, for those who do not know, the PDR is an AI conversation about your feature that you want Ralph to actually autonomously create. So I have already ran the command, and essentially you can see that the assistant is going to then help us create the product requirement document, which stands for PDR, and it will ask us a couple of questions of what we actually want to develop with Ralph Loop. So we're going to specify this within this interface now. So I kind of actually made a mistake. I typed in testy to see if it was working, which I shouldn't have. But regardless, the assistant is going to work hand to hand with you to create that PRD. And this is this phase where it is going to ask a couple of following questions to specify all of the features that you wanted to add. And what I really recommend is that you are as descriptive as possible. What I requested to actually create is a second brain that is a visual graph based thought mapping app. This is essentially where it allows you to create ideas as notes, as well as linking related thoughts and exploring their knowledge as an interactive network. So we can see that it has now gotten a better idea of the core functionality. And this is where it's going to ask us a couple of different questions, whether the platform priority is specific to a web-based interface or if it's something that works only for mobile devices. So this is where we're going to respond with these different questions in this multiple choice format that is listed over here. After specifying all of these different core functionality questions, you can then send it back to the assistant. Now it will ask us more follow-up questions. So I'm going to simply go ahead and answer all of these. Now, this question is pretty important. The initial MVP scope depends on how detailed you want this app basically to be developed. So if you are to specify that this is something that would take approximately 8 to 12 weeks, it is going to work rigorously and meticulously to develop each and every feature in this loop fashion. So just keep that in mind. It will spend a lot more tokens. And in my opinion, I just want to get an output quick. So I'm going to simply select C. So what we're going to do is type in 6C. Now this will take a bit longer to fully generate, but then you'll have a full functional PRD that the AI agents can then work upon. So you can actually interact with this TUI and use these different functions to see and read through each component that it has developed with the AI. And each component has been thoroughly thought about with the planning agents to make sure that it is something that works best fitted based off of the initial prompt that you had sent in. Now, you can then create a task list from the PRD, and you could do this either from JSON or you can just simply create a task list later, which I don't think you should do. You should just get it done with right now. And that is by selecting the first option. This is where it will send that back into Claude Code to work upon. Task list has been finished. And now you can see that there's different priorities. You can configure this and you can actually go back into the PRD and add different things if needed. But I like whatever has been generated. So we're going to click 3. Now it is going to start off by deploying Ralph Loop all of the different sub agents to help us accomplish this task. So right now, the first task you can see is to go ahead and set up the project structure as well as the configuration. And what's nice is that this is the TUI that you're going to be able to visualize and deploy multiple agents to accomplish all of these different subtasks. So now that everything is ready, we can click S, and that is going to start off and deploy the sub agents to set up the project setup and the configurations. Now, what you can also do is you can visualize everything that is happening. You don't need to do anything. You can simply go ahead and use all these different components to help you track and see what the Ralph Loop agents are working upon. Now, you have the ability to track all of them by typing in T, where you can trace minimal. You can also manage the sub agents. You can navigate through all of the different sessions. you can actually start multiple all at once. So if one agent is working on this, I can have the other agent work on the infinite canvas, and that is by simply typing in S, which will start this up. Now, you also have the ability to pause this. So if you want to take a break and you don't want to have the loop actually work on the background, you can pause it so that you can actually visualize what is happening. So you can see that one task has been already created by setting up the project configurations. The data model, as well as the state management, has been set, and the infinite canvas implementation is now being worked upon. So it actually deployed sub agents to help me tackle all of these different tasks. Currently, there's no sub agents working at the moment, but if you are to press the capital T, you're going to be able to visualize all of them on this right hand panel, and you're going to be able to see what sort of actions they are working on live in preview. Slowly but surely, it is getting through all of the different tasks. And you can see that it is 26 minutes in and it is slowly building out all of the features that I had requested. And there we go. We have our second brain app fully generated now. Now, this is where it took approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes to fully generate each and every component. And this is a fully functional app. It has been properly tested, it has been debugged, and it did it all fully autonomously thanks to Ralph Loop. Now, this is the welcome onboarding instructions. You can see that it has the panel that we had requested to provide our knowledge. You have content that you can research, or you can also brainstorm using Google's API. So if I click brainstorm, it is going to actually brainstorm based off of the topic that we have, and then you can save it within that node. You can create multiple nodes as well, and you have the ability to connect them depending on the information. You also have the ability to use an AI chat assistant to help you create these nodes, which is remarkable. And after complete, you can save all of the nodes or the information onto your local computer with a JSON format. So if I save this, you can see that I have this JSON format that I can access, which will visualize my overall contents within each individual node. If you like this video and would love to support the channel, you can consider donating to my channel through the super thanks option below. Or you can consider joining our private Discord, where you can access multiple subscriptions to different AI tools for free on a monthly basis, plus daily AI news and exclusive content, plus a lot more. But that's basically it, guys, for today's video on Ralph TUI. This is a really great AI agent loop with an interface that I definitely recommend that you try out if you're using Ralph Loop for many different cases, like refactoring or just essentially prototyping. This is a great tool and it's going to make it your life definitely a lot more easier with this interface. So definitely go ahead and take a look at it. It is completely free to access. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the second channel if you haven't already. Do so. Join the newsletter, join our Discord, follow me on Twitter, and lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and please take a look at our previous videos because there is a lot of content that you'll truly benefit from. But with that thought, guys, have an amazing day, spread positivity, and I'll see you guys really shortly. Peace out, fellas.